a disturbing development in Germany, an anti-Zionist group announcing plans to protest against the Buchenwald concentration camp memorial. The group, called Kafirs in Buchenwald, is upset that pro-Palestinian symbols are banned at the site. It claims that the memorial has become a place of historical revisionism and genocide denial. Now, it announced a demonstration for the 11th of April. That's the anniversary of the liberation of the Nazi concentration camp. Michal, Colter-Wunsh, the CEO of the International Legal Forum, is still in studio. What a reprehensible inversion of facts, Michal, culminating in planning a protest at Buchenwald, enabling protesters to spew even more lies about the Holocaust. It makes no sense.
So we have to understand and actually perhaps even connect the last three segments that you've raised here very importantly. When human rights are used as an unconventional weapon in this war to demonize and delegitimize and apply double standards to the state of Israel, the Jew among nations, the result that we've seen is actually precisely whether it's the normalization of this new strain of anti-Semitism, anti-Zionism that targets our athletes, whether it's NGOs that are refusing, alleged human rights NGOs, that are refusing to abide by what every single country would demand, and that is that their aid, supposed humanitarian aid, is not diverted, which we've seen has been diverted for genocidal terror to build an underground infrastructure longer than the London Tube underground to be able to then attack Israelis from below hospitals, mosques, schools, private homes. And finally, what we've seen in the most Orwellian inversion of fact and of law is the hijacking of the Holocaust itself, the result of systematic demonization, delegitimization, and application of double standards to Jews that enabled the normalization of that strain of anti-Semitism that murdered 6 million Jews in a final solution Nazi ideology decision to rid the world, if you will, of that inferior race, the Jews. In fact, the very same demonization, delegitimization, application of double standards, now using the Holocaust itself, I mean, you can't make this up, using the Holocaust itself to demonize, delegitimize, and apply double standards to the single Jewish nation state, to the single Jewish majority country in the world, to then protest outside of Buchenwald on the day of its liberation of April 11th with what's known as Kafirs in Buchenwald. You cannot, in fact, begin to understand the danger not only to Jews around the world, not only to the state of Israel, that these genocidal terror organizations openly declare the intent to annihilate, but in fact to that international rules-based order that we've so often discussed, that was created and entrusted to uphold, promote, and protect what enables the coexistence of nations, the coexistence of our civilization. And that's the dangerous moment in which we meet after decades of systematic hijacking, redefinition, inversion, and weaponization of this international rules-based order.
And still it continues into 2026. Michal, Colter-Wunsh, always appreciate you being here in studio. Thank you so much for your time and your insights.